Welcome everybody, it's tractorchute here, and we're in game number 2 for this Wednesday beautiful evening up here in Western Canada. We got ourselves a little bit of a treat here. As you do know, I have started a Facebook fan page, gonna be in the description. Check it out. It'll make it way easier to share with your friends. I'll post all my videos on there, challenges will go on there. I'm going to come up with a schedule so you can see what's coming up. So here we go. Apparently, Hashbrowns is giving me some love. You can already see Hashbrowns is the Game 2. He was Game 1 and Game 2 as well. And this one's a little bit of a treat. I do have a Friday challenge out right now, which is basically you must win by building 2 specialty units for any team. So basically, that's the only offensive unit you could build. You will see it on the Facebook fan page as well as in my descriptions there. Basically, if you are Terran, you must build Ghost/Raven. That's it. Nothing else for offensive units. Obviously, SCVs and whatnot. You can build turrets, whatever you want. If you are Zerg, you are going Infestor/Viper. And if you are Protoss, you are going High Templar and let me make that clear. High Templar and Mothership Core. So that one's going to be a tough one. You know, I rank this probably a 9 to a 10 out of 10 for difficulty. So if you can't do it, don't worry. That's what we're looking at right now. We're going to look at a couple fails. Feel free to send me your fails there. Like I mentioned there, I will cast all the fails there. So I figured I might as well start casting the fails throughout the week. I'm going to cast all the winners on Friday when they do submit the wins there. Those will all get cast on Friday. But throughout the week, I might as well cast every now and then some of the losing ones, which I have been sent one from Hashbrowns here. So we will introduce our players in the lower right-hand corner as the Red Terran. It is Francis. Francis will be playing the Red Terran. Only Francis I know is Ron Francis. Plays for the Carolina Hurricanes. Was an epic player. I think he played for Hartford as well. I really can't remember. But anyways, there it does look like he's quickly getting off to 3 barracks at the front door. It's a very quick build at the 2-minute 40-second mark here. Going up to the upper left-hand corner, a man who needs no introduction. It is the breakfast man himself, Hashbrowns. Hashbrowns will be playing as the blue Protoss. Does have the gateway going down there. No scouting out of either one of these players so far. And that is one heck of a wall off by Francis there. So very well done there. I am very interested in how this baby goes. I love watching fails to the challenge. It could be very interesting. Is getting the cyber core down. Obviously, you're going to have to tech pretty quick when you are the Protoss there because well, if you're anybody, you're going to have to tech pretty quick for this challenge here. Like I say, it's going to be a very hard one. So obviously he's going to go to the Cyber Core, into the Twilight Council, and then into the Templar Archives there. We'll get the Mothership Core out right away. You do have the option to get some early pressure on with that Mothership Core. Won't have the Templar support, but if you can get enough pressure out of the Mothership Core, you might be able to do someone in pretty early, depending if you get ranked to get a super shitty person. Who knows? Let's take a look at our APM tab, 26 to 17. I know we're watching a damn good game when I see that. Looking at the production tab here, we do have the Gateway Technology, Warp Gate Technology, sorry, Gateway Technology. Christ, that'd be something if you had to research that, eh? Alright, Warp Gate Technology coming down there. He just spit Marines out. Anybody that's going to do this type of build against the challenge, you're going to be in big trouble. Anybody's going to do the early pressure type build there, it's going to be a tough game for you. But like I say, I rank this easily 9 to 10 out of 10, especially at any challenge I've ever seen done on the internet. So I hope some people can get it and submit it to tractorchute@gmail.com by the end of the week here so I can get that baby casted. Mothership Core does get on the field. You do have the photon overcharge at the same time, so you could even look to drop a Nexus in your opponent's base and photon overcharge. Of many different ideas you can go. He's looking at the all-in here. So here we go. It's an all-in build. This might actually be what Hashbrown needs. I'm guessing it's a fail, to be honest with you, because he sent me an email. Didn't say if it was a fail or not, but didn't say it was a win. He basically just said, here's a few attempts at the challenge. So by the word attempt, I'm going to have to assume it's a fail, but we'll soon find out, as he might be in a little bit of trouble. There's that probe, and that probe's shitting his pants right now. He knows what's coming their way. This is going to be big trouble. The all-in build. Photon overcharge won't be ready, so this could be pretty much it right here. If he did have the photon overcharge, I might be able to give him a chance here, or at least some cannons at the gateway. And this should pretty much be able to melt him here. I'm not entirely sure what he's going to do to get out of this. Does end up canceling that. They're going to go at the Cybernetics core at the same time here. Really needs to get that 100 energy up here. He's at 95. Come on, baby. Build that up there, Hashbrowns. You can do it, my good man. Pretend that eggs and waffles are coming to help you. Let's do it. 100. There we go. Photon overcharge. Charge. There we go. I knew it was coming some point in time here. He's trying to focus the Nexus down here. Photon overcharge to go at it. I just don't think it's going to be enough DPS, but we gets the probes in there. He might have a chance. They're all getting in there. Photon overcharge is going at it. He's going to really be close here as to whether or not he can fend this off. Yes, with all those probes, should be able to do it now. I do have some faith in him there. It's still going at it. As long as it doesn't time out. Mothership Core's getting some damage in there. They take out the mothership core. They're going to finish those Marines off. Has a cannon in the back of the base. So very well done. That pretty much puts Francis at a standstill. Francis doesn't have anything. He's got 80 bucks, and he's basically just mining like crazy here. So this is very good. I give you my congrats, Hashbrowns. I'm very proud of you, my good man. Come on. Go, Hashbrowns, go. Go, Hashbrowns. What was that exactly? That was an all-in. Nobody likes to go against those all-ins early, but of course, the build that Hashbrowns has to do to win this all-in isn't a complete fail because now he's got so much more to build to get up to where he needs to. But, you know, if this was a normal game, Hashbrowns, you would have probably whooped his arse at this point in time because you would have had some Zealot Stalkers to finish him off. But either way here, I really hope this goes well for you. I hope this is a win. If it is a win, then I make sure I won't show it to you tonight and you won't be watching it. We'll save it for Friday. There we go. Lots more Marines coming out here. So I like to see that Francis is really trying hard here. He's really moving and teching up now. Now he's going to go into more Marines. Maybe if he had to put a reactor on or something neat like that. But apparently he doesn't really want to play. People like this kind of piss me off. You know, they want to get in the game. If they can't win within the first 10 minutes, they're pretty much useless and they don't try. That kind of makes me mad there. I realize you're out there to have fun, but it's not fun when you're just all in and everybody and that's all you do. But either way, that's the way you want to play. That's the way you want to play. That's the best thing about StarCraft. You can play however the heck you want, which is where Challenge Fridays came from. There we go. We do have one probe over here. Not entirely sure why. Maybe expecting to lose the main base here. Who knows? They're going to make their way up there. I would have to determine they have no upgrades on here. Let's take a look here. Yep, there would be 0 upgrades here. Let's take a look at that APM. 29. Actually, let's just watch his view here. Let's see what Francis sees. Francis going up there. He's getting pretty excited here. He's like, well, I'm going to go tactics. Oh, no, get it. This sucks. Run, boys. No, let's spend it. We can do it. Here comes the mothership core. Oh, don't worry. There's just a few guys dying beside me right now. Don't worry about it. Oh, he might actually end up killing this last cannon here. This will be big trouble. There we go. He does get rid of another one. Doesn't have enough for photon overcharge. I don't think it's used sitting back here. We probably look at the everyone cram now. And there's our mothership core. 72. So long ways from being able to do anything. If you had it maybe walled off at the front entrance here so he could disable those Marines from all getting up there at the same time, might have had a chance, but you live, you learn, you know what I mean? He's trying to micro that mothership core as best he can. He's put a pretty good attempt in here. Doesn't have the other cannon in the back of the base. Doesn't have another cannon here. Not entirely sure. Oh, there he is focusing it down now. So very, very smart. Probably feeling like he's got the win at this point in time. He is trying to bring all the probes off the line there. Does get the cancel on it. Very, very smart. Brings them all out there. Mothership core is going to come in and try and do some damage as well here. Might actually fend this off one more time. He obviously knows there's no macro happening at the other end. Excuse me, I get all choked up when I watch such a good player. So he does down here. He's slowly building. I guess there is elected not to build anything but mules here. Doesn't want to spend any money on SCVs. And nor does he want to rally them up there. That would be a pretty advanced maneuver. So no worries. You'll learn in the future, I'm sure, Francis, that you can rally your barracks up the other end there. Probably could have had this game done a long time ago. But at the same time there, Hashbrowns is impressing me. He's fended that off one more time. He is going to start laying down some cannons. Can get 2 cannons down again if he wishes. I would probably like to get a 3rd down. Like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing him at the door so he can at least make a little bit more of a bottleneck. But at the same time, he's been pressured like crazy. That's really tough to do. There's the mothership core. He's finally realizing he's either got to go put the all in with the mothership core and pray for the best. Pray his opponent hasn't done anything. But by the time he gets over there, he'd be pretty much dead anyways. Just too much time in between attacks here. So it might actually end up picking off the mothership. Oh, he's just putting out there for warning. There we go. Doesn't want to lose it, though. He needs to keep that 100. Get up there, mothership core. Run, baby, run. He's going to get back up there with these 2 cannons and a photon overcharge. He might actually fend this off one more time, which will be very impressive there. If he did manage to get a couple Templars out, he might be able to finish, or high Templars, so he might be able to finish this. There's the photon overcharge. There's the 2 cannons going at her. This will actually be a much closer battle. I do believe he should be able to... does lose one. I thought he'd get away without losing one. There we go. Fends it off again. Does have a constant stream coming in, but if they keep coming in 1, 2 at a time, he should be able to fend this off for a little while longer. That photon overcharge obviously will expire. Of course, he is building up there. Okay, so he's not quite as dumb as we thought he was, so he will build up a bit of an army at the bottom there. But like I say, either way, he's committed to the all-in, so it's not like this guy's a bad player. I don't want to say he's a bad player by no means. It's just when you go an all-in, you're pretty much committing to it. I just prefer it when people tech up out of it, but he realizes he's got him on the ropes here, so he might as well just continue until he finishes him off here. A win's a win, right? And a loss is a loss. Doesn't matter how you look at it there. So he is having the mothership core go across the map here, and he does get him on the move command, so he might actually be able to get a couple kills there. They turn around finally, and don't think it's going to have enough there. He better get out of there very, very quick. He has a few more coming after him there. There we go. He really does need to distract him back up to 100, so if he can manage to get back to base there, he will be able to do another photon overcharge. Really need to plant down some more cannons at the same time. Did Hashbrowns, which wasn't done. That's going to make this very big trouble. I would have have to imagine this one's going to be insurmountable. Just too many Marines there. Only has the one cannon and the one just starting to build there. Mothership core is way too far away from the base here. They're going to melt that cannon in no time here. This could finally be the end of it here. He will get back, get the photon overcharge on there. Whether or not it's going to be enough, we're going to find out here. He has everybody rallied up there finally, which is what he should have done from the very beginning. And that's basically going to be what does Hashbrowns in. In fact, he's going to continually get reinforcements there. They're going to slowly take this down here. He is bringing the Mothership core in there at the same time there. Mothership core draws some fire there. Gets the Marines in closer, micros them a tiny bit there. There we go. He will end up finishing off the rest of these Marines here one more time. They will slowly build up some more of an army here. Still sticking to the 2 SCV build. Very good build there. Not a build you see all the time there. 2 SCVs and mules. But at the same time, we have got an Expo out for Hashbrowns, so that's what he was saving up for. So fairly interesting. Does need to get a couple more cannons down. This cannon back here is pretty sick. We'll stick him in the back there. Maybe another one over here. Another one. Maybe spread them out a bit to really piss the opponent off. I don't know. But the opponent is now getting all this set up here. France is getting pretty excited. Gets a big build of Marines going there. You'd be able to spit a little bit more out maybe if you threw a gas down, a reactor, or maybe threw down some SCVs. Just a little bit of a tip there for you, Francis. But either way there, more than like you might have this in the bag. It's really going to depend if these 2 cannons finish and he gets enough energy, which probably won't happen. And there they go. Does need to get these cannons up. Come on, cannons. It's going to be very close. Cannons might end up getting a couple kills here. There we go. Does take 3 per Marine there, or 2 per Marine, sorry. Is it? No, it's 3. There we go, yeah. 3 per Marine. Not enough for photon overcharge. It might be the point in time here. He might actually be finally done here. There we go. Does have one more cannon back here. That cannon will easily be able to finish off these last 3 Marines here. It will do so. At the same time, he has built up some money there. Doesn't have anything queued up. Has a few more standing around doing absolutely nothing there. Not entirely sure why. Does get the Nexus up over there, so it's very, very smart. It will have enough for another photon overcharge at this point in time. Very, very curious which way this is going to go. Does really need to get down. There we go. Templar Archives is down. So, wow. Very, very impressive so far here. So he's doing a very good job. I'm actually very impressed. Does need to get some more cannons down there. Doesn't have a lot of Marines down here. So realistically, this one cannon could easily take them all out here. I'd have to imagine we're going to see some Templars. There's one right there. Does he have the research for the Storm? Does not have that as of yet. But of course, like I did say in the description, you can use the High Templars to go into Archons. So it is a bit of a loophole, but I didn't negate that in the rules. So if you're going to play as Protoss, you can use that to your advantage. As I believe Protoss is, I actually think, I don't know which team's the hardest, you know. It's really tough to say. They all have their advantages and disadvantages. Zerg is probably the hardest in my mind to win with Infestors / Vipers. But we will soon see. He does have some more cannons going down there. They're going to draw some fire. Does have an Archon out. Very, very smart. This could actually get interesting very fast here. He is melting away at them there. That Archon will take a bulk of the fire there. They'll easily finish this off. This could be very, very interesting here. Wow, what a comeback there. He is... Oh, he did it. You gotta be kidding me. Woo! What a win! I honestly had no idea this was a win for him. I thought it was going to be a loss. Based on what I've seen, I did not see one other unit come on the field there. Other than that Archon, my congrats. So you will not be watching this on Wednesday. You will actually be watching this on Fridays. Very, very interesting. My congrats to you, Hashbrowns. My condolences to you, Francis. Appreciate everybody for sending replays in. Remember to check the description and sign up for the Facebook fan page. You be good. Remember the saying of the day, drinking out of the orange cup doesn't mean you get to take the pen from the right jar. Thanks so much for watching. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.